Hello everyone, today is 23rd June 2023. See my Delphinium blooms. This is 3 years old. I had many 3 years ago, many Delphiniums, but only this survived. They are perennial in our zone 6. Lovely color. And this is my other clematis in the west garden near this lilac. This is the yellow daylily. See the bloom. It's going to bloom, the bud, I mean. Beautiful. Here is the raspberry that volunteered. I am on the corner of this fence in the west garden. So soon they will ripen. The other day I tried, it was sour. Now also it is sour. My tongue. But there are so many. This is the invincible limata, which is under this weeping cherry in this East Osta garden. So they have not opened completely. See this Rudebeckia within the second and third circle. That is my third circle. That is my second circle. This bloom is little different, and this plant is next to this elderberry. Butterfly weed. Butterfly weed next to this wisteria. Daylily behind the wisteria. This is another Rudebeckia whose leaves are little darker, I feel. And this is next to this European beech. Last year I planted it here. These are originally from seeds. I did not buy the plants. This year I planted here next to this eastern redbud. I tried to plant it here, and they are close to some other plants so that they will self-seed and they will be a kind of haze with this hardy hibiscus. So I have tried here and there wherever I can. One Rudebeckia. So now it may look there is no proper line why I have planted, but my plan is I'm sure after 3 years they will self-seed and they will have multiple of the Rudebeckia plants, and they will give a yellow color of a border. I showed you the plant Rudebeckia which is there behind the eastern redbud, and you see here I have one Rudebeckia planted this year. I think that is just 2-3 weeks ago, but this one maybe a month ago. Here also one Rudebeckia this year, maybe a month back. So that this is the fence where there is one trumpet vine close to the road. So I'm just telling you that I have planted here also. Sometimes the lawnmower they chop my Rudebeckia and my other plants. This climbing rose still blooming. And the bright red color looks very pretty from the road. So whenever I come in the car, I see this. So my plan is if it will grow more and more. So here we can see always red color in summer. But I did not plant any Rudebeckia in this section because Rudebeckia are sunny plants. They need a lot of sun. So I did not plant here. And this is few days ago I planted. Waterfall cutleaf Japanese maple. Then this is a Rudebeckia. Last year I planted here. This is the square garden, and that is planted next to the yellow bird magnolia, but I think it is a wrong idea to plant there. But when I planted, I didn't know it will be this height. But see, this is the proof that they love the spot. They are getting enough sun. That's what they need. These Rudebeckia, a spot where they get many hours of sun per day. But so I think now it may affect the growth of my yellow bird magnolia. When I planted, I thought there will be some yellow colors in summer. So until the magnolia grows, it may take 10 years maybe to be a big tree, at least 10 12 years. So by till then it will be some yellow color, so that from a distance we can know the magnolia tree is there. Thinking that I planted, but I think I planted too close, because now I believe the nutrients that this magnolia is supposed to get is soaked by this Rudebeckia. So once this season is over, I may transplant this plant to somewhere else, so that the spot around the magnolia should be empty and should get enough room for its root to grow. But see, this looks so lovely, the growth. See the size, how big it is. It is a big plant. And this rose, you see, still pretty. I had trimmed this rose, so that is the good thing that I did, I feel. Here also Rudebeckia, and see this corn flower. Hundreds, right? In count, I mean. This is another Rudebeckia and a lot of birds. So that is also very close to this rose I planted. But I think, see, the same thing that I told about magnolia. So I may transplant it to a different location, because I love the blooms. They are a little bit darker color, not only yellow. Then this is few red bee balm. Here also they are blooming. Then see these. They self-seeded. I did not plant it. This is next to this kiwi, which is maybe 5 years old. This is the original spot and the mother plant of all other Rudebeckia on my garden. There are few more of this variety here, but for a bouquet I took it, few of them. And there were many seedlings here, which in the month of April, I think, I transplanted into different location. That's why they look thin. Otherwise, maybe there are hundreds of plants here. This is next to this Russian sage. The names are coming after a few seconds to my mouth. I showed you those group of Rudebeckia, and here you see. I can show you those hydrangea because I am here. As you see, the last year's stems are still there. I thought 1 year I caught them, and I thought they produce the new blooms, thinking that I let them grow last year. I did not touch them, trim them, but I don't see any blooms there, and all the blooms are, I think, in the new growth only. So 1 year only it bloomed a lot, but not every year. And see, few already bloomed, few are in the middle, few are starting. So this is an experiment for me for hydrangea. In any way, hydrangea is a completely new plant for me. I never saw this plant in India. And you see that that is tiger lily. Soon we can see their blooms. And see this beauty. Like a poet's land, right? Petals are on the ground. See the plant. That is knockout rose. They are very lightly fragrant, but when I planted, I read they are fragrant, so moderately fragrant. But they are, if you touch your nose in the rose, then only you can inhale. But the beauty is beauty. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. I should not complain. And you see the single branch where he wants to go. I don't know. And you see this giant hosta. See their blooms. White bloom. This is my limelight hydrangea. Here also Rudebeckia. They are very easy to grow. I do nothing other than transplanting them here and there. So I thought at least we can see some colors in summer. This is the fragrant climbing rose. I just forgot to, actually I remembered, but I was in hurry and I didn't record, so I missed the pretty blooms. But see the color got yucca. This is the baby. I showed you the Rudebeckia. See the garden, how it looks from here. And see this rose. This is a climbing rose.